Okay guys, $79 Amazon guitar. Could it be any good? Let's find out. Well, one of the beautiful things about being a grandparent is I've got a slew of grandchildren, man. I got 9 grandbabies and quite a few of them interested in guitars. So today we have a $79 guitar from Amazon. Let's take a look, shall we? Now this guitar is going to be for one of my grandsons, and he liked the color blue. Well, if you've looked for a blue guitar in a budget range, there were not a whole lot of options out there on the Zon, but I did find one, and we'll see how this works out. Okay, I have no idea how it's going to go. I've never heard of this brand before. And so in the big box, we have the complimentary paper. This is going to be loud. Not a lot of paper. And a guitar box that looks like this. And you know what, guys, gals? At least for this guitar, for this delivery, the guitar was actually in the box. Those of you who watched my Leo James videos know that you don't always get a guitar actually inside a box. So here we go. So yeah, this is just going to be a quick kind of unboxing vid and just kind of see what we get here. And I'm going to have to come back when I've got a little bit more time. I am back from vacation at work. Oh my goodness, the emails and the to-do list. You know, sometimes, man, taking a vacation is a little rough because you got to get back in the groove, right, when you get back from vacay. So I'm back from vacay, and we're going to open this bad boy up. Again, this is a $79 Amazon guitar. This is a product from a company I've never heard of before. And let's see what we got in the box so far. We've got a cheap black strap. And when I say cheap, I just mean inexpensive, flimsy, whatever. Great, probably starter strap. Put some strap locks. I use those little rubber washer looking deals on my guitars. Complimentary guitar cord per usual. Truss rod Allen key and an Allen key for the saddle. So that's good. Those of you who've hung out on the channel before know that usually you get that stuff, but sometimes you don't. The guitar came in this little, really it's a dust cover. Oh, got lots of good styrofoam sticking to the gig bag, as it were. Nothing in the pocket, nothing up the sleeve probably. Nope, sure enough not. Well, let's see what we get for $79 from the Amazon store. Hey, those of you who hang out in the channel before know that I'm kind of in this season of buying different model of budget guitars, and then I will do modifications that need to be done. And in particular, most of these guitars that I've bought on reviewed for the channel in the past, let's see, the pink one and now the blue one, these are for my grandchildren. So starter guitars, as they say. So what do we have here? We have a brand that is called Demusea. Demusea? I don't know how you say that. And look, I know the bag is squeaky, but I try not to damage the bags when I take these guitars out. On the off chance you have a return, shout out to the Leo James company. I'm not being mean, I'm just saying, man. If you watch the videos, you know I ain't getting into it. Okay, so we have a black and navy blue burst Telecaster. The headstock looks more Stratty than Telecaster-y. And black, blue kind of burst. Let's see, let me just take a little quick run here. Yeah, man. Basic import output jack. Strap buttons are tight, snug, secure. There's not much of a gap between the neck and the body, almost non-existent. Same is true on the other side. Got your three-way switch. Very active three-way switch. Controls feel pretty loosey-goosey. And look, when we open this up, what are we going to find? Dime-sized pots, three-way box switch, import output jack. Now this thing is super light. I'll drop in the description what kind of wood this is, but it is perhaps the lightest guitar I've held in a while. And you know what, man? If you like the dime-sized pots and you like the box three-way switch and it functions and the guitar sounds good in your ears and feels good in your hands and you see this bad boy and want to play it, it's a good guitar, man. Rock on with your bad selves. Got a couple of, it's the 3-saddle situation here. Got the 4 neck plate screws. 2 single coil pickups, one in the bridge, one in the neck. And maybe in another video I'll have the time to do a couple sound samples out of the box. But for now, just looking it over, mostly feels unfinished. The back of the neck does, which I don't mind at all. I can always put some light gauge sandpaper on there and put some tongue oil or whatever I want to do, some gun oil on it. Got your basic string guides, the metal trees that most of us, those of you who I know well enough to know, we don't really dig those. The tuners are your basic import tuners. That one's really stiff. They're all kind of stiffish. So that one's a little more loose, a little more loose. A little more loose. First 2 are really pretty stiff, but yeah, man, nothing you can't. You know, you could take the nut off and the washer off, and you can drop a little oil down there and get your drill with your handheld winder and just wind that thing 100 times. See if that helps. I'm going to have to see if these screws are all taut and tight on everything. The neck is supposed to be rosewood. It's really dark. That doesn't mean anything, but it is pretty dark, and of course it's dirty. The frets are what you can imagine, right? They're grimy and mostly oxidation from the trip over from China or wherever the origin of the guitar is from. The neck feels pretty good. It's about the same size as the Fojill FTL-30 that I got for my granddaughter. You may remember I sanded that neck down a little bit. If you don't remember that, you can check that video out. I'll put it in the playlist. The fret ends, yeah, you got a couple of them that are sharp around the 12th and 13th fret. Got a little bit of a, well, I need to really take the time later to, I'll tell you what, man, I'll do an under the hood where we'll look at some of this a little bit more closely, but definitely got something funky going on here at the 11th fret. But, this neck looks a lot better than that Leo Jams neck, I tell you that. At least it's all intact. Ain't no CNC router gouges on this neck like that bad boy was. And oh, look there, a finished neck. Wow, that's different. Hey man, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a safe trip for you, man. Rock on with your bad selves, and we'll catch you on down the road for some under the hood videos.